Our today's list ghosts opens with a video from user Mass Promo, who captured something disturbing on his Nest Cam. On the left, a bizarre flying anomaly emerges that flies across the yard and finally disappears from the camera's field of view. What the hell was that? Let me know in the comments below what you thought it was. Josh, Sean, and Rocky from the Paranormal Nightmare TV series traveled to Summer, Illinois, where Pine Lawn Manor is located. Over the years, this facility has served the community as a nursing home as well as assisted living for the mentally disabled. The building was closed in 2005, but hauntings and mysterious ghost stories began while the building was still open. Employees often saw inexplicable apparitions moving through the corridors. They heard moving objects and knocking sounds, the source of which they could not locate. After hearing all these creepy stories, the three brothers went to this haunted place. Just after nightfall, Josh decided to go inside completely alone.
I think the doll's still there. So you guys see, the doll is right there. That's another thing, that room right back here. You guys see where that light is? Right there. They've seen shadows block out that doorway before. And there were a couple guys in here walking through this hallway, and they thought that the other investigator was with them, but when they got up to the cafeteria, he was sitting in the cafeteria. So, okay, this hallway's like crazy dark. That's without night vision, that's what I see right now. Who did I hear knock earlier? Where are you at? I did not bring a light with me. Was that you? Camera's unfocused. Focus camera. I heard you.
Suddenly, Josh hears the clear sound of something moving. Immediately, he goes to the place where the noise came from, but apart from one mysterious knock, he found nothing. But that day, they managed to record something even more interesting. Just before nightfall, their static camera captured this.
Are you gonna scratch me again when I come back tonight?
While filming this EVP session, our X camera in the main hallway captures this unexplained ghostly figure. You can hear Anthony asking questions in the background.
At first glance, we are unable to capture the apparition. But when we zoom in and enhance the image, we see a transparent black shape wandering through the corridor. Is that one of the patients taking a walk? Do you guys have any theories as to what it could be? A real shadow figure or not? Decide. The well-known Mackie and Amanda went to San Diego, where one of the most haunted buildings in America is located, the Whaley House. Mackie and Amanda gained access to the entire building to themselves to conduct a full investigation throughout the night. The building was built by Thomas Whaley and his wife on the ruins of a former execution site. What marked this area stick to the family. Just after they finished building and moved in, mysterious and strange events began to happen in their new house. For many years to this day, many people and teams of ghost hunters have experienced numerous unexplained phenomena. So, Mackie and Amanda also decided to find out for themselves whether this building really is so haunted.
The theater was here December, they were out by February. By then we're in 1869, the courtroom comes in, the general store comes in, the Whaleys come back from San Francisco. And from 1869 onward, everything is pretty fine and dandy. Business was fine until it wasn't. There was a big economic downturn in the 70s. Thomas Whaley would seek help in other parts of the country for jobs and income. He had a lot of mouths to feed by then, and he lives. And as the curse continues, that's the best thing he could have until 1885. And in 1885, daughter Violet goes through a rough patch in her relationship, culminates in a divorce, and it encourages Violet to attempt suicide. Now, if we look out this window, right at the drop-off of this angled ceiling would have been a well.
During their investigation, they unknowingly discover something interesting after editing the video. When Amanda approaches the window outside, we can see the dark silhouette of someone moving inside the closed area. I'll even say that it could have been a human with 90% chance, but there shouldn't have been anyone else there except the three of them. So, who was it? The final decision is yours. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit their YouTube channel, Mackie and Amanda. Jeff and Mark from Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations traveled to Dover, where there's an old fortification built in the rock surrounded by many caves. The entire area has been involved in many wars, and over the centuries, countless people have died near the fort. People visiting this place often see apparitions and hear unexplained sounds. The team decided to check these rumors and conduct their own investigation there.
Right, it's time for myself and Mark to now enter the caves. No one knows why these were built. We do know, though, back in the 70s, some devil worshipping and black magic stuff used to go on here. So we're going to go in and see what we can capture. Hold on. I came through, and when I told you to hold on a second, I didn't want any movement behind me, because sort of over there on the wall, I thought I saw a shadow move. Oh, right. And I think I've got it on camera. I think I've got it on camera. Tidy.
The team decides to enter the caves located right next to the fort. Jeff enters first, and as he goes deeper and deeper inside, his camera captures a mysterious shadow that moves right in front of his eyes. When you zoom in and sharpen the image, you can actually see something mysteriously moving quickly right in front of Jeff's eyes. After what they managed to record, the team continues to explore the cave.
Don't be scared of what I'm holding in my hand with the red light. It'll just capture any sounds you make, or if you're speaking, this will capture it. Speak into the red light. I'd like to know the reason why they've gone to such great lengths to try and shut the caves off. I mean, the thickness of the walls that they've used to block the entrances off is massive. Why were these caves closed down? really quiet in here. You'd only
Behind
have...
you, Mark.
What?
Right behind you.
Oh, cool. I've gone all cold. Who's behind me?
I can see your shadow
Yeah.
on the wall.
I've gone...
If you just stay dead still,
I've gone...
so I can show it on my camera. I can see you sitting there, your head. I can see you sitting there. I can see your arm holding out the digital recorder.
I've gone freezing.
But there was another shadow that moved from your right,
Yeah.
right along the back wall past you.
Once again, we see the mysterious shadow that this time revealed itself during the EVP session. On the cave wall, just behind Mark, we can see the same anomaly as before, a very fast-moving shadow when neither of them is moving. What did they really catch in the cave that night? Was it a real ghost caught on camera, or are these shadows easily explained? You are the judges, you decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode, visit his YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. The next short recording comes from a pub in York, England. In the CCTV camera recording, we can see a strange translucent figure that appears in the doorway and then disappears after a few seconds. Did they manage to capture the real spirit? Real or fake? You may recognize the TikTok user WinMCPix, who has already appeared on my channel. As a quick reminder, him and his family are dealing with a malicious poltergeist that has nested in his house. For a certain period of time, peace came to his life, but only after several months, unexplained phenomena returned.
You guys are hearing that, right? Hello? Ever since our cat passed away, things have kind of been picking up. I'm not going back there. Hello? Damn it. Who are you? Get the hell out of here. Jeez. Dude. Stop. Oh, dude. So, I don't know if you're going to see what I'm seeing, but this is on repeat. This happens over and over, and then the knocking happens. The knocking, there it is, and it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? It's just right there. That's new. Okay. Whatever you are, you gotta go. And that's... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Goodbye.
One day, attracted by the sounds of banging, he goes down to the basement, where various objects begin to take on a life of their own. We then move on to a few days later, where this time we see a dark figure appearing in the corridor heading towards his room. The man approaches, attracted by the bangs, and when he enters, other inexplicable phenomena make him quickly run away. But that was only the beginning.
Yes? Hello? What is that? Who are you? I'm not gonna hurt you. Leave my lights alone. No. Yeah. Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna set it up. Paper towels. And we'll just let the phone roll. I asked you, you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go. Calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just, holy cow. Oh my God. Little buddy. It is right there this time. Hello? Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey. Oh my God. Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
For the next few days, the activity did not decrease. Day after day, he manages to capture the child's mysterious figure, be it hiding from him in the bathroom, annoying him by opening the basement door, or waking him up in the middle of the night. Everything he has seen so far makes him literally fed up of this evil entity.
Leave. Stop. You gotta go. Shh. Calm down. What are you? Stop. Charlie, come on. I don't even know how to explain what I'm seeing. Holy hell. No, this is crazy. Did you hear this last night? Oh, yeah. It was going last night. Now, did you... Charlie, come here. I guarantee it's going to keep on. It'll do it again.
This time, at night, someone starts knocking on the window. We see the child's hands on the glass, which don't stop making noise until the man opens the door and checks who's outside. But there is no one there. He closes the door, but after a few seconds, the apparition returns. The sound stays with him until the morning and gives him no peace. So, what's really going on in this house? Was all we saw a real ghost caught on camera? Who is this mysterious childish black figure? Why is he so insistent on making life miserable for this family? Or maybe everything we've seen so far isn't ghosts, but just good graphic skills and a clever trickster. But as always, folks, you decide at the end. The crew from the YouTube channel Project Fear went back to Sweet Springs Sanatorium after over 4 years. During their last stay, the entire crew experienced one of the most terrifying nights of their lives, which the team wants to experience again. After arriving at the site, they met Cindy, who is the building manager, and she decided to share her story about the place with the team.
So I have a question. So when doing the research, you talked about how you were like thrown down the stairs at one point.
I don't normally get pushed down the stairs. That's only happened one time. But it was bad enough. Like I told you, I had bruises.
You were like thrown down. It wasn't like a couple
stairs. It was like the push. I was expecting to be a human attacking me, and I found no one. So I drop all my equipment. I don't know what it looked like going down the stairs.
My God! Okay.
That was on the door, dude.
That was the loudest knock. This is in the middle of the day still. That sounded like right next to my head.
While filming an interview with Cindy, someone banged on the door very loudly right next to them, which scared the entire crew. Then everyone started preparing for the night investigation. After going inside, at some point during the night, they all decided to sit in one place and communicate with the spirits.
Not a holy person? Are you against God, against Christianity? Can you confirm why you don't like Tanner? Tell us why you don't like him.
It's like Christian.
It did sound like Christian.
Oh, that was laughing, dude.
That is so
That was
weird.
laughing, dude.
Pure like a female, like, yeah, like almost like a witch laugh.
It was like mocking laugh, like snickering.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at us?
Are you mocking us?
Who are you?
What era of this location do you come from? Were you a patient at the sanatorium? Were you here when this was a retreat?
Do you want to hurt us?
Just to prove that you're intelligent and you can hear us, can you say the word Tanner or Chelsea? We're gonna move on to a different part of the building unless you say something intelligent, not just laugh.
What is it?
Something.
Yeah.
I don't give a f.
All right, we're gonna go silent for a minute. We're gonna give you the floor to talk, whatever you want to say.
Oh, dude. What the fuck? What is happening? What the hell is that?
Sounded like you.
It died. It died.
What the hell, bro?
No way, dude. It's not on anymore.
That sounded like us, bro.
Like you screaming and then me screaming.
As time passed, more and more terrifying things began to come out of the spirit box. But what terrified the crew the most were the mysterious voices, which, after listening to the recording several times, turned out to be their own. And then the fact that the device literally died. So, folks, what is Sweet Springs Sanatorium really hiding? Is this place really that scary? What do you think about this place? Would you spend the night here? Well-known YouTuber Franco this time went to an abandoned monastery deep within South America. It's an old church that is literally in the middle of nowhere. A place that people say is related to goblins, as well as with terrifying rituals and sacrifices. Frank, becoming familiar with the history of this place, decides to examine the building even more thoroughly.
All that I have on me right now are 2 knives and my Leathermans. But I'd rather have that than nothing. I'm trying to see if I can find where the altar is, because the altar is where there was a huge ritual. There was a body found here and stuff. This place has a ton of history, which is why I'm always thinking that this place has got to be a bombshell of an activity spot. Holy shit. What the hell is that? Listen. What the f***?
Not long after Frank entered the church, he was greeted by terrifying sounds, which seemed to be a child humming a song. Frank decided to follow the sounds, but he couldn't find anyone.
Are you watching me right now? Because there's a lot of windows. Are you male or female? Are you inside this well? Oh, I just heard something. And it legit sounded like it sounded like something just said no.
While exploring the building, Frank at one point found himself next to a well. He asks questions in hopes of getting some answers. Suddenly, someone whispers "no" in his ear. This could scare anyone, especially Frank, who is completely alone there. Shortly after this creepy event, Frank decides to end the investigation. But this is really the beginning of his hell in this place. A few days later, he returns to find even more spine-chilling evidence.
So freaked out. This place looks just like Resident Evil. I just heard something screaming. This is literally where I heard the no coming from. Hola? Hello? I have so many goosebumps right now. What the? Oh, I just saw something staring at me. I'm gonna go in. This is the only way for me to go back there. Holy. Hola. ¿Cómo se llamas? I legit saw something move. Brush right by the window, right here.
Frank once again finds himself near the well, but this time, instead of EVP, he experiences something even more spooky. In one of the windows, we see a mysterious dark silhouette, which disappears only when it's noticed by Frank. Then, the terrified YouTuber checks the corridor, but there is no trace of the apparition. Frank continues his investigation, but all the time he hears disturbing noises that make him leave the church. But was this his last video to this terrifying place? Of course not. After the next few days, Frank decided to go there for the third time.
What is that noise? I'm hearing something. Sounds like something moving. Whatever I'm hearing could be the sounds of wendigos. And if you don't know what a wendigo is, it's kind of like a skinwalker that changes sounds. I remember the last time I was here, I heard a cat that started screaming when I went outside, and then it got into the building, but no cat was evident. I didn't see anything. This is weird. I haven't seen this before either. If you look there on the wall, right up there, you see the black stuff? That was not there the last time I was here. What exactly took place here? Can you tell me? Holy shit. Holy crap. I just got what sounded like a laughter. It sounded like it just echoed through the room, but I think it came from here in front of me. Just switched over to night vision. Trying to see what I can hear. Listen. What the hell is that? just heard a bang. I don't know if that came from the top floor or down. I'm gonna go upstairs. Listen. This is what I seen. I look like an animal. Or something with eyes staring at me.
When Frank is on one of the rooms, he asks a question. The answer is the shrill sound of children's laughter, the source of which is evidently on the upper floor. Then Frank switches cameras and manages to capture a figure looking at him from the balcony. He decides to check it out and goes upstairs, but there is no trace of the mysterious figure. But is this the end? Nope. Frank goes to that place again, but this time it's different. Just before entering the church grounds, Frank began to hear inexplicable inhuman sounds. And for the first few minutes of the investigation, he carefully examines the area around the building, when at some point, creepy noises reach him again.
Question.
What's your question? This is horrifying. I'm gonna try to keep this camera as still as I can. Look at the eyes. You see it? What the hell is that? It's big. There's more than just one. What is that? Alright, I'm going inside. Look. There's something watching me on the other side of the fence.
Footsteps.
Oh. There's something outside. I don't know what the heck that was. Outside. I could still hear some movement.
At some point near the fence, terrifying glowing eyes appear between the trees, who are behaving very suspiciously, not to mention moving strangely, which resembles the way skinwalkers or wendigos move. After seeing this, Frank immediately goes inside and continues his investigation there.
Is there anybody here that could come through on the thermal? Just go ahead and walk on by. You don't have to be afraid. Hello? No watch my sex. I got a little bit nervous when I got my back turned.
This time, using a thermal imaging camera, Frank wanders the corridors of the church, where many people in the comments noticed something that he probably missed. At the end of the corridor, Frank's viewers noticed a dark silhouette leaning around the corner. After watching it several times, zooming in and sharpening the image, I still don't think if it was something paranormal or not. But nonetheless, what Frank managed to capture during that night and the previous 3 nights is truly interesting. What do you think about all this, folks? What really hides in this terrifying place? Do people who die in rituals haunt this place? What did he actually capture on camera? Did the figure of the child accompany him during every exploration? What was really hiding behind the fence during his last visit? Lots of questions and virtually no answers. In fact, only Frank knows what is going on there and what he has caught of real ghosts, such as paranormal activity caught on camera or a very, very well-prepared hoax. Choose wisely, folks. Also, if you want to watch the full 4-part investigation, visit their YouTube channel, Franco TV. The next recording is just as interesting as the previous one. This is CCTV camera footage from the pub. A seemingly normal day, 3 men meet in a pub after working hours. But suddenly, one of them's glass explodes, which scares all 3 of them and seems to make them laugh at the same time. We then cut to a shot from another camera where another man drinks a beer and puts it on the table. And immediately after that, the drink very slowly moves to the edge of the table and then falls. Is this pub haunted? What really made the glass explode? Is it a malicious poltergeist? I'll leave this decision and assessment to you. Kuro, Shiro, and their crew went to one of the most dangerous and terrifying places on the entire planet, to the forest, where, as the name suggests, some people come there for the last time. But in this episode, the team wasn't just going to visit this place and just explore. They received interesting information from a mysterious person who wanted to remain anonymous. Apparently, within the forest, there is a village that has a very dark past, where supernatural phenomena occur. To investigate, a team of ghost hunters went to this rather scary place. They split into 2 teams and went deep into the forest.
もうすぐのはずやねんけど。おお、なにびっくりした。気のせいでしょ。違う。あそこのさ、あそこの木あるやん。今照らしてるとこ。あそこの向こうから人覗いとった。 うわほらめっちゃ声響いたいてる気のせいじゃないのいやでも人いるかもしんないしな。やってる人かなもしかして。絶対聞こえた。今のは人やろ。絶対人だ。
One of the teams began to hear disturbing sounds coming from the depths of the forest, which scared them quite seriously. The cruise continued, and one of them caught something goddamn scary.
なんかあっちで物音聞こえる。あっちでなんか聞こえんだよな。危ない危ない危ない。足元気をつけてください。なんかめっちゃあっちで物音してた。ん？どうした？人いてる？いなくなった。今俺照らしてるとこってわかります？あそこ絶対人いたと思うんだけど。いないの？おらんか。いないか。まあ気のせいか。でも物音もしたんだよな。いてんのかな？
One of the team members is walking through the forest. Suddenly, in the light of a flashlight, we see the figure of a man standing motionless. Immediately, one of the men realizes that someone must have been there. After literally a second, the flashlight illuminates this place once again, but there is no trace of the mysterious figure. Then, one of the teams finds the remaining two people in a strange condition, as if something had happened to them.
現地はもうきついか。
大丈夫か？ちょっと時間欲しい。
最悪抱えてくか。テイさんは動けるみたいだ。テイさんは動ける？うん。じゃあ2人、現地の2人で抱えてくか。そうやね。ちょっと周りだけチェックしといて。
あ、オッケーオッケー。
あいつなんか危ないやついるとまずいから。ちょっと待って、今人映った。
あ、どう？
マジで。どう？あれ？いや。マックスいける？今人いたって。
おらんで。い
やマジで。
どこにもおらんで。
どこにおった？マジで。なんで？おらんぞ。
This time, while checking the health of their friends, Shiro sees a mysterious figure standing right behind them. They literally check the area immediately, but there is no sign of the silhouette. Who was following them in the forest that night? Did he have bad intentions? Was it a human or something else? Why do we see him at one point, and literally a second later, he disappears without a trace? Write your thoughts in the comments, folks. Another short recording. This time, we see a video from 14 years ago.
I want to be playing back with it. Are you down the stairs as well? So you can see him on your video on it. There's two figures in there. It's moving. Hello? I didn't see the lights. Oh my you God. Can see lights. Did you see go across? A light go across the top of the landing. Oh my I'm videoing it, Lee. The light's only just gone across the top of the landing, and that's moving.
Can you ever see it?
Oh, there's a a baby's just running across the top of the stairs.
While recording the stairs, we can observe several inexplicable phenomena. There are supposedly two figures visible at the top, but even after editing the video, it's hard to see anything. Then we can observe a strange light anomaly. A small white figure runs from the right side of the corridor, who actually looks like a ghost. Was it a real apparition or maybe a hoax? Decide. Ian from the Midwest Ghost Hunter channel is in the Ferguson Cemetery where he conducts his nightly investigation.
Okay. Recording now. What? Whoa. Dude. Holy shit. What was that? Dude, that was like a whimper. Hello? Who's down there? Dude, there's nobody down there. Oh my God. Holy moly. I gotta go over there. And I don't know if I want to. Dude, like, what is this actual dog? Because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like something running.
While in the cemetery, Ian experienced something strange. At one point, right next to him, we can hear a dog whining, followed by barking and footsteps. But as you see in the recording, there is no one there except Ian. After what he experienced, Ian continues his nightly investigation.
My hands are cold. My face is cold. Are you around me right now? It's gone. What? It's like, it just suddenly got warm again. Like my face feels fine. I feel like I feel you moving around. What? Oh my God! That was right back here. That was from behind me. Holy. Do you want me to leave? I suddenly feel really unwelcome here. Whatever the hell that voice was, it literally sounded like a child. Oh my God. I've got chills down my freaking spine right now. Are you still over there?
Between these two trees, you can see this strange face-like anomaly peering out. Its height is rather short, much like a young child. In the photo taken after it, you can see that the face has completely vanished. All three of these captures line up with the description of the ghostly boy.
This time, Ian hears EVP behind him. A little boy saying, "Go away." Then Ian grabs the camera and takes some photos. Something mysterious can be seen in the place where he probably heard the voice. Next to the tree, we see a pale face without a body, which, considering its height, belongs to a child. Is this a real ghost caught on camera in a haunted cemetery? Or maybe everything we saw and heard can be easily explained? As always, you decide. This short recording is from Reddit, where something weird was captured on the camera installed in the house. At first glance, we see the glass table breaking into small pieces for unknown reasons. But after deeper analysis, I noticed something interesting. A light anomaly flies from the upper left corner towards the table, then turns around and disappears from the camera's field. This wouldn't be surprising, but when the anomaly touches the table, the glass mysteriously shatters. What do you think about this? Is it just a coincidence that the anomaly hits the tables at the same time it crashes? Or maybe you folks know a better solution to this puzzle? Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is a channel that probably each of us knows. And if not, the Lamb House is a building where mysterious and inexplicable phenomena have been occurring for many years. Kent, who lives there, constantly publishes new videos and evidence. This time, we will take a look at more recordings from this haunted house.
Are you talking? What the hell is that noise? Son of a bitch! As far as apparition encounters, This by far was the most frightening encounter I ever faced. This was unexpected, and this apparition stood 2 to 3 feet away from me. This entity looked to be vibrating so fast. One split second it was close to me, then another split second it was far away, then up close again. It was solid, wearing clothing, but was surrounded by a dark gray mist, as if it was standing in the distance in thick fog. I could feel static electricity all over my skin, and it felt like my body was being pushed back with a magnetic force. This was so frightening, it felt like my spirit quickly ran from my body before I could move. What lasted a couple of seconds felt like a minute. Some viewers pointed out what looked like a smaller second apparition next to the bed. I admit this does look strange, but I can't say this is in fact an apparition. I don't know. What the hell is that noise? Son of a bitch!
At one point, when Kent is standing next to the stairs, he hears a sound in the next room. He immediately goes there, and when he enters, a mysterious dark figure appears right in front of him, which, just as quickly as it appeared, disappears without a trace. Over the next few days, while staying in the basement, he records something equally scary.
What these spirits say next could not be used in this video due to the content. However, after I heard the recording, I came back to the basement. You tapping? Hello? Whoa! What the hell?
When Kent is at the hole in the wall, something comes out that scares him to death. At first glance, we can't see anything, but after enhancing the recording, we can experience the same as Kent. A white apparition emerges from the hole, approaches Kent, and disappears after a few seconds. Has he once again managed to capture a real ghost on camera? Real or fake, you decide. Mr. K and Abe from the Your Scary Place channel this time went to a creepy forest. The location was sent to them by one of their viewers, who in a short message described that as a child, his grandmother forbade him from approaching this place in any way, especially at night. In addition, he was frightened by stories about children who went to the forest and never came back. The team decided to check it and assess whether the forest is really dangerous.
結構歩いてきてもやっぱり下ってる感覚はないので、どこで一周してるのか不思議な感覚になる場所ですね。景色もね全然変わり映えしないんで、ちょっと登りがかなりきつい状態にはなっております。 上に行くにつれて、これカメラだと分かりづらいんですけど、斜面はねどんどん急になっていて、いや、こういうところで道がそれることもないと思うんですよ。あとは結構カーブが続きます。
Have you seen this? When Mr. K goes up to the path, many people in the comments notice something very disturbing. At one point on the right side, we can see a very white or even pale hand waving at him. After zooming in and highlighting the video, we see that behind the tree, a figure resembling a woman is waving at Mr. K, who has long black hair and clothes of the same color. The investigator circles around and follows the same route again.
すいません。かなり息が上がって結構言葉がうまく喋れないです。道もね永遠に同じような道が続いてるんで、これといって触れれるものもあまりなく、今だいぶ登ってきた感覚があります。とにかくでもね、映像でもわかると思うけど、めちゃくちゃライトをね消すと暗いんですよ。
Observant people probably noticed this. We had practically the same situation as before. The same road, even the same section. But instead of being on the right, this time the mysterious figure of a woman is hiding on the left, where she once again waves at the man. Mr. K makes one last lap and follows the route for the last time.
ちょっともう一人で結構上の方まで来てしまった感覚がすごいので、これちょっと一回戻って阿部ちゃんと合流します。迷うような道じゃないんですけどね、ここ一本道だったんで。
This time, I hope everyone noticed. And it's strange that Mr. K didn't see it. In the same spot as before, he records the apparition for the third time. This time, the woman seems to be kneeling. At one point, Mr. K turns around and goes back, where he finishes the investigation. So, folks, what the hell was that? Who was the mysterious figure that was waving at the man? Why didn't the YouTuber notice this scary shape? What did they really record that night in the supposedly haunted forest? A ghost? Or maybe it was just a well-prepared hoax? Decide, folks. The well-known Takeuchi goes to another interesting location. This time, it was a two-story house that had been abandoned for years. But what is most interesting is that even though the building is two-story, there are no stairs there. Additionally, people who visited this place often reported strange noises coming from the second floor. Takeuchi decided to go to the building and carefully examine the mysterious second floor.
とりあえず登っていこう。よし。うわ、怖っ。マジで怖い。 Yes.
When Takeuchi enters the second floor, his camera records something unexpected. While checking the room, we clearly see that there is no one there, but suddenly, terrifying feet appear right in front of him. He doesn't notice them and goes inside. When he's inside, we see that there is no one there. Takeuchi stays upstairs, where after a few minutes, he discovers something spooky as hell.
ちょっと待って、ライトなかったら、いや無理やって、撮影もう無理。暗視カメラだけじゃきついもん。どうしよう、お蔵入りか。結構マジでお蔵入りやな、これ。撮れ高なんもないもんな、今んとこ。嘘やろ。いや、使えへんな、マジで。ライト、オンにしても全く反応ない。ちょっとオンにもう一回試してみようか。マジちょっともう一回オンにしてみます。全然あかんわ。ちょっと帰ろう。
While upstairs, the light on his camera begins to fail. It turns off and on for no reason. Takeuchi switches to a thermal imaging camera, but he is also trying to repair his basic camera that recovers light on for a split second, but only to immortalize the mysterious legs that appear once again. Just like this time, Takeuchi is unaware of what he managed to miss. Then, strange things happen. Takeuchi decides to go home, but he hits his head and falls down. Terrified that he can't see anything, he runs away from the second floor and the building. What do you think about this recording, folks? Did the mysterious legs that Takeuchi caught belong to a person? What really hides this building, especially in its second floor? Only Takeuchi knows this. What do you think, real or fake? The next recording comes from Vietnam. TikTok user Thaius8 is an excavator operator. Beyond that, we have little information. All we know is that he experienced something chilling during the night shift. We won't draw many conclusions from the recordings either. The only thing we see, or rather hear, is a terrifying voice coming from close by. Is this something paranormal or not? Our list couldn't miss Alberto Del Arco, who went to Puebla with his team, where there's a hacienda that has been abandoned for many years, which has a bad reputation among the local population. Apparently, rituals honoring the devil are performed in the ruins of the building. To check this place, Alberto, his guide, and the team went there under the cover of darkness.
Todo esto será de ahí.
¿Este escombro crees que sea de ahí o de dónde?
Es que está raro, o sea, también nosotros nunca hemos entendido dónde realmente es este escombro, porque si te das cuenta, pues no hay algo totalmente derrumbado.
Sí, no.
Se me hizo ver alguien al fondo,
Ay, cabrón.
Sí, al fondo.
Como si se hubiera asomado alguien ahí, ¿no?
Sí,
Yo también se me hizo ver como una cabeza asomándose ahí.
Buenas noches.
¡Ay, qué fue!
Buenas noches.
¡Ay, qué fue! ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Qué pasó? No vi. ¿Y lo tienes? ¿No fue Tony que está del otro lado?
No, era una pálida.
¿Dónde? ¿Aquí afuera o allá o...?
While wandering the corridors in one of the rooms, Alberto notices something terrifying. A horrifying pale face was recorded in the entrance, and just as it appeared out of nowhere, it disappeared without a trace. The team checks the entire area, but to no avail.
Y lo más curioso es que este detector no ha marcado absolutamente nada todavía, ¿eh? Nada en ninguna parte. Desde aquí hay una mejor perspectiva de abajo. ¿Dónde fue eso?
No sé si fue para este lado, ¿eh? Sí.
Como si se hubiera caído algo.
Sí. Exacto. Hay que tener mucho cuidado. Sí. Mira el techo.
Ay, no manches, güey. Sí, esto podría sepultarnos, ¿eh?
En cualquier momento podría caer.
Sí. Y más con eso que se escucha, que son como derrumbes. No sé, pero hay algo aquí que hace que me sienta raro. Y como si viniera de aquí, precisamente. Como una mujer. Sí.
¿Se ve algo ahí, no?
¿Dónde?
Se mueve en la orilla,
Sí, se movió. Sí, se movió. Sí, se movió. Sí, se movió algo. Pensaba que era grafitis, güey. Que era como parte de los grafitis de aquí. ¿Fue en esa o en esta?
Once again, the team manages to miss something disturbing. This time, in a hole in the wall, we can observe a figure who is watching them, and after a while, he moves and runs away. Alberto and the others go to check it out, but strangely enough, they skip the room and go to the next one. Was everything we saw planned, or is there something paranormal about it? The next recording comes from the investigation of the team from the Saya_official channel.
बैटरी चलें फिर हमें चलना भी चाहिए लगता है कि बैटरी का भी इशू है बैटरी डेड होने वाली है यहाँ से करो लाइट की तो गड़ी है ये कौन बैठा है यार ओए क्या हुआ
While finishing the investigation in a supposedly haunted building, the team decides to go down to the basement, where in one of the rooms they record a mysterious figure with glowing eyes. Did they manage to record a jinn? Or maybe it's just a well-prepared hoax? You decide. The last recording is one of my favorites. It's a video from a CCTV camera that captures an interesting incident in a government building. The camera footage shows an interesting situation. The man is clearly talking to someone, and even directs the person in a certain direction, but there is no one besides him in the recording. This is another case this year where we see someone talking to a ghost, be it a mechanic, a security guard, or a random person. Interestingly, such situations often occur in this building. Two ghosts are seen, an old lady and a girl, who ask random people for directions, just like in this situation. What do you think about this? Another interesting case or not?